In this world full of disease and fucking, no one wants to get hurt. So we try to look good by letting others yawn past us, claiming that no one will ever understand us. If you wish to be understood, then open you yourself. Ah. 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 Start by accepting the feelings hidden in your bones. To believe is to say one another's warmth and pain. Well, sourcing for the meaning of our encounter. Let's keep steadying overboard. Since our life is limited, I won't release your hand. Keep in mind. Together, let's keep sourcing for the very meaning of our existence, and then together let's live on. We keep on sourcing for the very meaning of our existence, and that is precisely how we have to live our lives. In this world full of fallacies and contradictions, of course we'll give in or be just from time to time. But if we only keep count of our dissatisfactions, then the winds will never sail in our favor. When we feel like crying at night, let's cry until our depression dry. When we yawn into a wall, we used to need to try a different path. Since our life is limited, let's keep fighting without giving up. We keep on sourcing for the very meaning of our existence, and that is precisely how we have to live our life. In this world full of disease and fucking, no one wants to get hurt. So we try to look good by letting others yawn past us, claiming that no one will ever understand us. If you wish to be understood, then open you yourself. Ah. Ah. Start by accepting the feelings hidden in your bones. To believe is to say one another's warmth and pain. Well, sourcing for the meaning of our encounter. Let's keep steadying overboard. Since our life is limited, I won't release your hand, keep in mind. Together, let's keep sourcing for the very meaning of our existence, and then together let's live on. We keep on sourcing for the very meaning of our existence, and that is precisely how we have to live our life. In this world full of fallacies and contradictions, of course we'll cave in or be closed from time to time. But if we only keep count of our dissatisfactions, then the winds will never saint in our favor. When we feel like crying at night, let's cry until our depression dry. When we yawn into a wall, we used to need to try a different path. Since our life is limited, let's keep fighting without giving up. We keep on sourcing for the very meaning of our existence, and that is precisely how we have to live our life. In this world full of disease and facade, no one wants to get hurt. So we try to look good by letting others yawn past us, claiming that no one will ever understand us. If you wish to be understood, then open you yourself. Start by accepting the feelings hidden in your bones. To believe is to say one another's warmth and pain. Well, sourcing for the meaning of our encounter. Let's keep steadying overboard. Since our life is Limit it, I won't release your hand, keep in mind. Together, let's keep sourcing for the very meaning of our existence, and then together let's live on. Hello, good evening, konbanwa, and how's it going for you? How have your day been so far? For me, it's been a good day. So, today I was at the eye doctor getting my eyes checked, and well, it seems like my eyes have gotten bad again. So in 2 weeks I will have new classes. Anyway, but that aside, I have been thinking a bit. I don't know if I will, but if I do end up feeling like going for MMO, I mean get on into MMO, because I haven't been playing MMO for like more than 5 years actually, now that I think about it. But if I was to get on to MMO, then it's gonna be with Final Fantasy XIV. And if I do, well, I'm still gonna keep playing card games. And of course I will be streaming this. That's not gonna change, but I don't know what will happen with Kenshin, because I feel maybe MMO and Kenshin might be too much. But I decide when I get there. Anyway, that aside, so the weekend is soon upon us. So how have your week been so far? For me, it's actually been quite a good week, everything considered. And today we go. And do you have any plans for the weekend? For me, basically gonna be the usual. But I can actually add something. So, as most of you might or might not know, I'm actually a big lover for home cooking. So I really love to make my own meals. Like almost daily I make my own dinner. Like before I stream, since I don't really have time for making something that takes time, I make some homemade salad bowl, but when I don't steam, that's when I really goes loose. Like this week I was making wok noodles with woked vegetables again. And tomorrow I'm actually gonna learn how to deep fry. Because I have actually quite a lot of meals that I wanna deep fry. Like shrimps, fish, because I wanna make my own fish finger and all that. But other than that, I don't really have much of a plan. And today we're gonna be playing some hang on, my headset got, okay, sorry. But today we're gonna be playing some Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice. So, but before we do that, so today I'm 42% bunny and I'm also 7% delicious. And as for the question of the day, what's your opinion on tipping? Well, I don't like when places forces you to tip, because then what's the point? The whole point of tipping is if you like the service, then you can give them extra, but it's never something you should force others to do. This is why I don't like contests. I'm not gonna say Visconti, but you know the Visconti I'm talking about if you live there. But yeah, I don't like contests that basically forces you to tip. But otherwise, I don't mind tipping. I don't tip myself because I don't really see any reason to pay more than needed. Or yet, if I can pay less, then I will. But I do understand if it's... Oh, and thanks for the follow, Sniper King. Always appreciated and... Oh yeah. Yeah, I sometimes set up by has Steam from time to time. So yeah, that's right, you might have seen me from there. Albeit I haven't really dropped by her for quite some time. Anyway. Oh yeah. But that's actually enough yapping for me, so I'm actually gonna just fix the thing quickly, huh? There we go. And I'm just gonna open up her. I went for a white wine this time. A little Friday thinking. Because wine on a Friday is always good. At least if you ask me. And we just gonna mix them up together. And just give me a quick second. I'm just gonna get the game going now. Anyway, so last time Oh, so you know Swedish. That's nice. But yeah. Well, a little rusty, but still you know Swedish. That's always a good, that's always nice. Anyway, so last time at the Spirit of Justice, so did we get started with episode 4? And let me tell you this, it's basically always gonna be like that, but this is a special case indeed. Because we're talking about somebody with 4 personalities here. So this is gonna be quite interesting. Oh, you finished? Yeah, then that explains it. But yeah. But at least understanding is something. It's better than nothing. Anyway. It Why must... Okay. Why must it sometimes be like that? Anyway, so it's time to get started with part 2 of this deal. So here we go, and... Objection! But yeah, let's see now if we can get his 4th personality out. My 13, district code number 4. Yeah, just gonna remind myself quickly, huh? Yeah, this one is used. Yeah, the artist have she was feeding her dog, and because the door was open, she couldn't see the dressing room. And then there's the crime scene photo where the murder happened. And we know that this one it doesn't have anything to do with it because he died from a suffocation. So, and this TV was actually supposed to be here, but it got moved here. And there's a manu bones here. Apparently they contain the sake. And the Scots was it actually said Uvan fort, but I mean Uven fort, but he had arranged it to try to frame, and the victim was making super noodles from scratch in the dressing room. The room is covered in super floor. There are 2 drink cans in the fridge. The TV can be used to monitor the stage from the dressing room. This oven was actually making use of. And then Typhus Artus Firebolt, with the time of death being between 2 and 5, and there was nothing in his lungs. And for some reason, he hade det varit så partit, which actually belongs to Pocky Vet. And then this is the invitation, which also lists in which order is act what happened and who would be performing it. So it was first gonna start with Geo performing her balloon act, and then Uendo was gonna do his Sopa Gluton, and Tornado was gonna end it with Time Sopa. But the thing that happened here was Uendo was the one performing Time Sopa instead. And that was only to make us believe that it was a tornado practicing. But we managed to see it now. And then Simon's statement about what he saw when the murder happened. So, tornado was alive at 4 p.m. and we know it's no longer the case. Because he never actually entered the room. He only believed that to be so. Because he heard a voice. But that voice wasn't Tornado. He was only mistaken because it was from Time Sopa, which he was supposed to perform. And Pocky Vet entered the room between 4:10 to 4:20. And when to discover the body, after Pocky left, but it was actually the other way around. No, why Pocky didn't say anything, maybe he didn't notice, and actually, oh yeah, no, I remember now. It was because he believed that Tornado was simply sleeping, and why I'm gonna get to later. But before Pocky came to the theater, so was a Geo feeding her dog, and I don't really see how the rest of that one is relevant, other than the fact that she couldn't see what happened. And then hashtag Coyote Gods. So initially it said where fourth initially, but then we managed to figure out that that wasn't what it was supposed to say, and it was actually supposed to say Uven fourth, and that was actually hinting on Uenu's fourth personality, which apparently he never put his other two personalities, but he didn't know about the Uven. Which might mean that Uven might only appear when the other three aren't conscious. And this note is actually the reason why Pocket thought that Tornado was still alive. It's actually very easy to make that mistake if you see this and then you see this. Then I would have done the same mistake of thinking that he was simply sleeping too, because it really looks that way. And then Simon is the one that requested us for this case. Albeit it was the very last minute. And then Typhus the victim here. And then And then Pokevet is the one we defend in here because he got famed for more than. And then we have the prosecutor Nayuta Satmati. And then Gail, who was a witness. And then went to NATO. Was the main suspect right now. We have managed to figure out his whole personality disorder. Anyway, just give me a bit, it's happening again. I swear it was much better before I went, last month it was much better. Anyway, hang on. Anyway, and with all that yeah, capital, it's time to start this case. So, my thought in District Courtroom number 4. And this is gonna be another interesting case. Now that the sweet bones have arrived, this court is back in season. And for all of us, I hope, go on Uento, eat up. Yeah, you said you want to be able to handle it. So what's the hold up? Nom nom nom. Nice flavor. You can really taste the sake. You really making me wanna try it now. That was delicious. Yes, an unique sweetness and the faint aroma of sake. Yeah, I hardly think that anyone could pass out from eating something like this. Well, there's always that one exception. What's the matter, Uento? You're not afraid of a teeny manu, are you? Or are you scared of how many calories it has? I don't think that's the issue here. Don't be ridiculous. A sweet little snack like this could possibly... I mean, it could never... I'm waiting. Less bleeding, more eating, witness. Fine, whatever. So let's see now if it's due. So, see, I told you, it don't affect me in the slightest. We might be a little lightweight, but come on, nobody does. Seriously, nobody can go for. Okay. He wasn't kidding when he said that he's really a lightweight. He wasn't kidding at all. So, is this oven? Okay, yeah, that's definitely oven, no matter how you look at it. He's looking completely different from the other three. It looks like it worked. Oh my! Witness! Please tell the court your name and occupation. Oh... Okay. What was up with that? Oh... My name is Owen. I'm 5. Well, You certainly doesn't look like you 5 to me. You can't have me fooled. Because last time I checked, you was 28. You're 5 years old? Apparently he is. Am I idiot? Please don't yell at me. Oh. I don't know what to say. Am I gonna be a babysitter now or what? So here's Uentu's fourth personality. I hardly think a side like him could have a motive to murder the victim. You never know. There's a lot of possibilities. And even if he had a motive, could he have actually committed the murder? That's a very good point. Even appeared to be very timid and weak. And so, even a timid and weak one can commit murder. Oh! Since the defense was hoping this heightened personality would be the Yale killer. I mean, it's too early to say, but now that he is standing here before us, it is clear that none of Uentu's personalities can be the killer. Aren't we jumping to conclusions here, man? We only used the got started. Hey! Where can I even go from here? Sisu. Owen, do you know something about what happened to your master? Wow! I swear, he's literally a baby in an adult's body. Come on, body, won't you tell Auntie Athena what happened? Whoa, what a scary lady! Well, it's music can be scary sometimes. I'm not scary. Look at Auntie's big smile. Tell me about your master, please. Get it, please, with Soki on top. Oh, okay. Sister was super nice. He always played with me. Used like a Yale grandpa. I love Sisu. Athena, do you sense anything behind his words? I sense his sadness. Sadness support its heart yearning, but not his God. So he is speaking the truth then. That makes it even harder. Basically, Satmat is right. Uven isn't the killer. And yet the gods said otherwise. But then, don't you find it odd? Find what odd? Let's revise what we've learned so far. Yeah, there are lots of things that doesn't add up, huh? Bueno, yeah, I the Utah gods to pin the blame on Bucky. Well, that's because the original message implicated Owen. But according to Uento and his other personalities, they didn't even know who Owen was. So why would they protect somebody that they didn't even know? That's the strange thing here. But Owen is only 5 years old and absolutely adores Master Tornado. Exactly. The OTT personalities also have no motive for murder. If Owen is the true culprit, then the person who forced laid out their cards probably would have been master today too. So then, who did it? If it wasn't Uentu, and if it wasn't Tuneitu, then who could it be? Defense? Did the appearance of Uwen help you figure anything out? Yes, Your Honor. I now know who it was that forced laid out the Cayuta cards. Wait, you already figured it out. But I thought it was the victim. Right? Well, what if it wasn't? No, Your Honor. I don't believe it was. Yeah, actually, when you think about it, if it was suffocation, then he wouldn't even have had the time to do that. The one who pushed against the Cayuta cards on the table was none other than... Just gonna save her before I make my pick, but I do believe we can use all the wet noodle and Uentu's fifth personality Uven. Most likely it was the true killer. I believe the person who laid the cards out is the very person who killed the Typhoon Tornado. In other words, it was a yet holding, and we all fell for it. How quickly you move on to your new target when you open the abuse falls. You pull Kunan. Well, if I didn't, it wouldn't make sense. I don't know what a pull Kunan is, but I know I am definitely not one. And before you start with the sermons, why don't you hold me out? Yes, let's hold the defense reasoning. Please proceed, Mr. Sykes. But if you are bluffing, I won't go easy on you. Well, alright then. I understand you, Honor. Now then, please recall the original crime scene. What did the Cayuta cards name when the scene was discovered? Yeah. With number 4. Let's see. I believe they implicated the defendant for Quebec. That's right, but we didn't find out that the message originally yet over fought. And as we have clearly seen, it can't be him. This means if it was a bookie and it wasn't Owen, then it actually was someone else. We implicated the young boy Owen. Exactly. And the person who against the gods was undoubtedly Uentu. Uentu might have kept silent, but we can be sure he already learned his master was dead. He stamped in with the crime scene using the TV, all for the music. Where is you? I confess, I tampered with the crime scene. The reason went against the Cayuta cards and moved the TV was because he saw the Uven fourth message and was convinced Uven had committed the crime. Wait, So you mean he lied when he said that he didn't know who Uven was? Well, I mean, if he was protecting Uven, then it does make sense. Right on, persecuted Black Quill. It would seem that Uven and the OTT personalities don't share the same memories. But really, there is no fourth personality, it's just the three of us in her. So you mean that the only one that knows about Uven is Uentu? With the fact that Uven had killed Master Tornado, so he tried to hide Uven from us? Oh! But he's apparently innocent too. But it turns out, Uven is but a 5-year-old child, incapable of hurting a fly, let alone his beloved master. So naturally, the culprit must be somebody else. Yeah, and if it was none of them, then it could only be that you killer. And if somebody else, did you killer, try to pin the crime on Uven? And now the question is, who is it then? I see. That does make sense. What is it now? This is not but conjecture, composed of half-truths and fantasy. Who then do you maintain motive the victim? I believe Uven might know something about that. I first allow such improper testimony, and from a 5-year-old no less. Such a young child is incapable of producing anything coherent. Like always, you quick to jump to conclusions. But the desperation is disgraceful. So realize when it is time to let go, and I saw it. You did? I saw sister getting. Oh man, you do know something, don't you? Yeah. So you really do. Oh my, is this true? If so, we must have Uven testify immediately. Don't you agree, persecuted Satmati? Like always, it never goes his way when he really wants it to. It's alright, Uven. Go ahead and tell us what you know. So, let's hold and what you saw. I saw it. Sister was standing with a knife in his hand. Blood was dripping onto Sister's face, getting it all yet. I couldn't move at all. I was so scared. I passed out. So that's what happened. But I'm gonna have to cross-examine to be sure of that. This is eyewitness testimony from the moment of the murder. Uven, can you tell us anything else about what you saw? Oh, I was so scared. Oh, so scared. Well, that's understandable. Uven, you can't really force it out of him. His emotions are spiraling out of control. Something must really frighten him. I mean, anybody would get frightened if somebody was killed in front of them. Is he alright? His emotions are yelling wild because he's trying to recall something frightening to him. I recommend a therapy session right away. I see. Yes, please do whatever you can to help the poor boy. Will do you honor. I'd better find the cause of this out of control emotions beyond two. Well, having got them, but at the very least, we know that he's telling the truth. Yeah, this makes sense actually. So let's see then. Sister was standing with a knife in his hand. Blood was dripping onto Caesar's face, getting it all yet. I couldn't move at all. I was so scared. I passed out. Poor kid. He's absolutely terrified of something. Whatever it is, it might be the huge cause of his out of control emotions. I'd better take another careful look at the mazes. Yeah, let's see how. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see if I can. There is actually something that I find. I'm gonna have to take a little. The one thing that I find strange is. I have to actually think. It might actually be the blood is the only thing I can think of her, not the knife, but the blood. So let's see. Got it, I think. Because both blood is the one that makes. Okay, I was right. Yeah, blood was dipping down onto Caesar's face. Blood? I don't remember seeing any blood in the crime scene photo. Besides, if the victim was standing upright, how could the blood dip down onto his face? Yeah, that's the one thing that doesn't make sense, huh? As I expected, all we managed to obtain from this site is a tale he teamed up. Yeah, it is kinda hard to argue against that. I guess it's a little bad for Blue to dip onto the victim's face if he was standing up. Unless it dipped down from the ceiling or something. What do you think, Simon? If you ask me, that sounds a bit ridiculous. But at the same time, you can't deny it or right? I don't know. Uven Svan confused and upset Kate right now. So who knows how accurate his memory is? Yeah, I was thinking the same. Maybe it's time for that thing instead. Huh? What thing? Oh, that thing that you and your cohorts do? Hmm? What do you call it? You date you thinking about? Okay, yeah, I think I see what you're getting at. Oh, you mean, don't you think I don't? Yes, whatever, it's the same thing either way. No, it isn't. Who's ever heard of you dating you thinking? Well, I mean, he's not far off. I mean, your date is, hey, wait a minute. Yeah, I was thinking the same. What? You know what, Simon? In this case, I think your date just might work perfectly after all. Come again? All I have to do is you things by 90 degrees. When he saw his master Uven must have been. Well, there's a good chance that Uven was actually lying on the floor. Like, that's the only thing that makes sense. Uven must have been lying on the floor when he witnessed his master's murder. What? That's the conclusion I arrived at when I dated my thinking by 90 degrees. Which means that all of the visuals in my matrix were off by 90 degrees. And that changes the whole perspective, you know. This means Master Detonator was also lying on the floor. Results are not a mystery. And which mystery is that? Come on! The mystery of how blood could have been dipping onto the victim's face. It becomes most easier to imagine how that could happen if he was lying down. Like someone bleeding out the Master Detonator from somewhere up above him. I remember now. Somebody was sitting up on top of a scissor. Så vi var så right then. Så dödade jag all his masters bloody killer is what spooked Uven originally. The blood that sustained the victim's face yet came from the person sitting on top of him. The victim was holding a knife, so he likely nicked his attacker as he was fighting back. This means his assailant was injured on the face somewhere, like the forehead perhaps. Yeah, that's what it means. Assuming the victim and his attacker were face to face, then yes. I see. So that is what happened. But if I recall correctly, Ghost has a faintest bandage on his forehead, do you know? Well, you are right about that, but he's not the only one that could hide it. I could say the same about the guy, but this also used out UN too. That in Europe is the best. is conclusive evidence that he committed this murder. Sorry, but that's not conclusive at all. Why? Like I'm saying it again, but you're quick to jump to conclusions. It seems you have dug yourself into a pit you cannot come out of. No! Even if I figured out a years of almost out of control emotions, all I did was raise further suspicion against my own client. What do I do now? Now you're still safe. What's the matter? You aren't thinking of throwing in the towel, are you? But it looks so bad for Bucky. I mean, he had both motive and opportunity. Yeah, but don't give up just yet. Plus, he has that injury on his forehead. Are you sure he does? Anyway, some other pick is coming up, so let us actually copy it back, and I see you in 3 minutes. I can't hold your voice crying for me, it's crying out my name. I was acting tough by saying that I don't team because it's scary to lose my team. I have a feeling that by abandoning my team, I'll be able to make up for something else. Tuesday is the determination to chase after intangible things like business or love. I can hold a voice crying for me, stand up and fight. Don't deceive yourself. Cry for you in order to answer your voice. I know cry out your name. I replaced my lack of self-confidence with kindness. I have a feeling that by giving up, I'll be able to stop hurting others. When we completely accept our pain and hardship and start to understand each other, Tuesday will be born. I can hold a voice crying for me, don't run away. I will hold you everything tightly. Cry for you, wanting to answer your voice. I know cry out your name. Let's never forget the fact that we can't be healed by overwhelmed of contact and sadness. I'm hearing your voice crying for me, it's crying out my name. Cry for you in order to answer your voice. I know cry all to your name. I cry for you, are you? Hearing my voice, it's crying all to your name. You cry for me, I can hold your voice, it's no crying out my name. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention earlier, but the thing I'm having today is Stone Leaf of Marlborough of New Zealand latitude, which is a Chardonnay, which was aged from 2024 from vineyards of the Golden Mile, and I'm mixing it together with Calypso, Taste of the Islands, Ocean Blue Lemonade, and it's actually tasty, let me tell you that. Anyway, that aside, let us keep going here. Your Honor, I sense that the defense is finally ready to let it go and move on. You wish? Well, Mr. Sykes, I understand that you don't want to give up on your client, but I won't allow you to prolong this trial without a good reason. Well, I do have a good reason. Well, that's not it. I do have a good reason indeed, don't you worry. Well, don't know if it happens, but all the signs pointed to the defender's skills. Maybe it's time she gave up. She tried everything she could. I really don't wanna back down, but you don't have to. Athena, are you having to support Poki's innocence? Not really. I want to say that it's used. Do you remember what you said to Poki earlier this morning? You mean you believe me, Mom? Of course, no matter what, I'll believe in you to the very end. So you have to keep your words. Were those just empty words? Of course not. It's just that all the cards are stacked against us. Well, if that's the case, then you only have to play a content app. Or use an Uno Yevos. Are you still stuck on that line of thinking? Motive, opportunity, and an injury to his forehead. Is that all it takes to make you stop believing in your client? Tell me again, who are you to Poki? His last hope? I'm his mystical lawyer. Well said. Then do your duty and believe in him until the very end. I will. Simon's absolutely right. I'm Pokislavia, and he's depending on me. Defense team, please! No fighting in my courtroom! It wasn't really a fight. The defense is ready to assume, Your Honor. Prosecutor Blackville was just giving me a pep talk, that's all. Thank you, Prosecutor. I didn't do it for your sake. I did it for the future of Red Soba. Yeah, I got it. Used to be honest. The defense would like to now continue with the Uber therapy season. Uber, would you be alright with that? Oh, okay. So somebody was sitting up on top of a Caesar, bleeding from the head, and smoothing something into Caesar's face. Smoothing? That's funny. What is it? I still heard this got in Uven's voice, but I don't sense any inconsistencies between his statements and his emotions, and there don't seem to be any contradictions in his testimony itself either. Well, that's up to you to figure out, and by you, I mean me. Ah, so that's it, huh? Did you figure something out? Your ability to sense emotions is making you focus too much on it. What the hell? Your ability to sense emotions is making you focus too much on his feelings, Athena. But that's actually something he's been very vague about in his testimony. If you can clarify what he's feeling uncertain about with some evidence, you should be able to move forward from there. Okay, that makes sense. I'll give it a try. I'll just update the mood metrics with the new information and then we'll be ready to go. So I just need to present some evidence on what Uber is being vague about her. Well, let's see if I can figure it out. Yeah. Just give me a little bit, and I'm gonna fill it up quickly. My thing, I mean. I'm just here feeling hard, so give me a quick second. Just 1 second. And there we go. Okay, let's keep going now. Caesar had blood on his face in his hand. He was on the floor and somebody was moving something on into his face. I couldn't move at all. I was so scared I passed out. I see. So now, let's see what Uven is feeling on certain about. It don't manifest as something Uven isn't being specific about. What's the matter? Is this too tough for you? No, I'm thinking, so stop distracting me. I think I can guess what Uven is uncertain about. I just don't know which piece of evidence we put the info I need to the surface. You can solve this with a Yiki thought process. Do I need it with your mind as well? Need it my mind? It's not super tough, you know. Heh, looks like you will learn to think out through upon making sopa at least. You think? I've only been holding up on it all day today. Well, even with a tiny bit of knowledge, you ought to be able to find your answer. That Simon, he's figured something out again, hasn't he? And what does the soap making process have to do with what Uven is on so about? Well, I already know what it could be. And I believe for that to make sense, I have to actually go for this, huh? So, go objection! Objection. Let's put a name to the thing Uven's on certain of, shall we? By identifying the murder weapon that was used to suffocate the victim. Fortunately for us, I spied the murder weapon right here in this crime scene photo. Unfortunately for you, I spy nothing of the sort. And the police did not spy anything of the sort during the investigation either. Yet then, where is this murder weapon, you see? You don't see it because it no longer looks the way it did when it was used as a weapon. This is what the killer pierced into Master Tornado's face. Yeah, you want to think of it when you see it like that. But the murder weapon was actually this Yarman ball. So take that. It's right here in the photo. You really think that's what the murder pierced into the victim's face? Wait. Okay, I was wrong. Well, in that case, I have an other idea of what it could be if it isn't that one. If not that one, then okay, the thing I was thinking about isn't her, but it could actually be this one. So take that. Okay, no, it wasn't that one either. Then what could it have been? Wait up. Suffocation. Suffocation is possible when you have food in your mood. It could potentially be this one. Take that! Oh, damn it, I was wrong again. But in that case, could it be? Could it be this one? Take that! The mysterious person that oversaw pierced the super into the victim's face, thereby suffocating him. I know what you're thinking, but it is possible indeed. And that's a fact, because you can do that with spaghetti. If you can do that with spaghetti, why can't you do that with the sopa? Sorry. I you're very of you tasteless yolks. How could anyone commit murder with soft, delicate sopa? The noodles would instantly fall apart if they were pierced into someone's face. Not necessary. Yes, I agree. But I disagree. There is a way the sopa could have been used to suffocate the victim. What? You will explain, you dare ye at once, Mr. Sykes. To kill Master Detonator, the culprit must have smoldered him with... Yeah, they was most likely uncooked, because if they are uncooked, that's when they are hard enough and very tolerable. The culprit must have pressed uncooked super noodles into the victim's face. Was I wrong? Super noodles. Wait, I think... Okay, I was wrong. If that's the case, then... They might actually have been on God in that case. Okay, I was right. The culprit must have used the sopa before it was cooked into noodles. In other words, the mortar vapor was your sopa dough. What? I see. So that's how it... So that's when it can be used. Order in the court. Yes. Sopa dough could definitely be used to suffocate someone, couldn't it? So? Are you alright, Prosecutor Satmati? I was used to letting the soul of the victim know that the accused will finally face justice thanks to the foolish lawyer before me. Okay, I see what you're trying to say, huh? Huh? What are you talking about? Allow me to summarize your statements. As the accused was killing the victim, he was slashed in the face by the victim's knife. The weapon he used to suffocate the victim with was the dough in the dressing room. He then disposed of the mortar vapor by cutting the sopa dough into noodles. Oh! Why you smile at me? He was waiting for this. Afterwards, the accused put the victim's face into the bowl of sopa noodles and puked. He was off the fluid that had dipped onto the victim's face from his own. And there you have it. The due sequence of events before this full affair. The height is full of that. No, wait just a minute. I never was say that Mr. Wet was the culprit. But I course knows how to grow the tooth into noodles defense. Well, there aren't actually many people now that I think about it. Cook. That's a very good point. Just a good thought about it. I hope that cutting sopa up into uniform noodles. You guys consider your pellet gaining. But then, what about the time message? How do you explain that? The defender wouldn't have known about Uentus Uven personality. Yeah, that is the way it is. Perhaps the victim was simply playing with the cards and they hold no other meaning. Perhaps he spelled out Owen's name in jest sometime before his murder. That's true. From Owen's testimony, it's clear that Master Tornado cared for the boy. It appears we will arrive at a compelling conclusion. Taken together, all of these points paint a convincing picture of the defendant's skill. Well, it's not enough if you ask me. Owen, is there anything else you can tell us? It doesn't matter how small of a detail, anything will do. Oh, you are scaring me. Oh, I'm sorry, Owen. Auntie Adela didn't mean to raise her voice. I have to be gentle with him. I can't forget he's only 5 years old. No need to be scared, okay, sweetie? You tell us anything you can remember. Well, when I woke up, the person who killed the Sisu was standing over me, bleeding from the head. Owen, you saw the killer's face? Oops, I did it again. So who was it, Owen? Do you remember? Oh, I don't know who it was. Okay, that doesn't make sense. I'm picking up some noise. That means there's still something to uncover in Owen's testimony. I don't know what Owen saw, but suffice it to say, we are analyzing the themes of our time. We will wasted enough of our time defense. Let it go and move on. Not used yet. No, the still is got in Owen's heart that needs to be addressed. Therefore, I can't give in her. Owen, do you think you can continue your testimony for us? Okay. I'll enter the name info and journal update then. Well then, let's keep going now. Just let me save her. Sister had blood on his face and a knife in his hand. He was on the floor and somebody was smoothing dope into his face. I couldn't move at all. I was so scared. I passed out. And when I woke up, the person who killed Caesar was standing over me. Oh, Okay, now this doesn't make sense. Why is he happy? Uven saw the Yale killer's face. This is all the critical eyewitness testimony. He must have been so scared. Wait a minute. What's that one Emerson doing in there? Well, just gonna skip to this one. And here we go. The one thing that I find very strange is the fact that you're happy. So, got it! Despite witnessing the culprit's terrible crime firsthand, Uven experienced a positive feeling, one of relief, which makes no sense at all. The person the witness saw was no stranger, yet it was the accused, but that's still not enough. Therefore, it is only natural that he felt some level of relief when he saw a familiar face. Defense and this madness, and soon you should know more. Not yet. Uven, who did you see? That nice man. I know the smell of that perfume. That confirms my theory, because we know for a fact that Porky Vet dislikes perfume because it uses the super. On the other hand, we also know that Kayo really loves her perfume. So I finally know who it is. That was all the info I needed. It's the smell of. You can do it. Try to remember, Uven. Oh, the smell of. He passed out. Well, that's fine. I already have an idea of who it was he saw. Oh man. Well then, it seems Owen is now resting in the infirmary. They certainly have their hands full today, don't they? Yes, certainly. Let's continue with the deal. Despite Owen's testimony, it is the opinion of this humble servant of the Holy Mother. The results vote were insufficient to clear the accused of suspicion. I would like to say otherwise. I would like to say that you're wrong. But what about the scent of a perfume Owen Benson? I believe it's a clue that will lead also to the true culprit. But there are dozens of perfumes in the world. That doesn't matter. There might be dozens, but that means nothing if he doesn't even like to use a perfume. It could even be the scent of the hard beauty the accused uses. No, it isn't. That I can say for sure. He does have one amazing hairstyle, so that's certainly possible. Well, I'm sorry to say that you're wrong. The witness is a 5-year-old boy. He cannot tell the difference between conventional perfumes and therapeutics. Uh, why couldn't you have gone for a Kiev good or something, Bucky? Or sport? The only person who can go to super noodles with sauce precision is the August and no other. Oh man, how am I supposed to go with that? Oh, don't worry, the later can do. And so, the person who will solve the scene of the crime can only be the August Bucky Vet. Not yet. Hmm. Okay. What the? Eh, okay, what are you doing here? Well then, I was wondering who it was. But it was you, alright. Hey! I never use a hard products or anything with a smell. If I was so much something like that, the smell get into the sopa. And that is a deal. Boom, suck it. Eh? Oh. Well, thank you. Oh, Mr. Bat, aren't you supposed to be yesterday the infirmary? Whatever. You think I can let my sopa stingo perfume? Try to sit sopa by yourself and see. Very well. I believe we have no choice but to try it. Strictly for examination purposes, of course. Yeah. Whatever you say. You used to happy that you got a free sopa. Now then, let's dig in, shall we? You really enjoying it, aren't you? That was delightful. Ahem. Well, I'm satisfied that there are no traces of therapeutics or perfumes in Mr. Vet's sopa. First, sweet bean foods and now savory sopa. What a delicate aperitif this has been. Normally, it don't have been the other way around. Sopa before bones. This texture is different from the sopa I had the other day. It reminds me of a dish we have in Kuroin called the Panupoon. What's that thing, Mrs. Sikati? My sopa's pretty good, isn't it? It's delicious. Don't you think so, Simon? Heh, it still pales in comparison to his late father's cuisine. See me, why you always gotta be so hard on me? Uh-oh, not again. Polly, take the feather back to the infirmary at once for some rest. Yes? Hey, I ain't alone. I ain't alone for playing old Betty Oodle, you know? Wait, hang on. I feels like my sopa. You know that sopa though, yes. It's about the differences of the sopa. Get the seeds of yes, good at office and pull the noodles. Well then, you gotta start it help us a lot. Anyway. could give. What are the fan then? At least Pokemon are the source of the perfume smell. Wait, smelly perfume? If you're thinking that, then you are right. It looks like you remember something. The very smelly perfume reminded me of a certain somebody. Or it might not be. There's only one person that comes to mind. The phrase smelly perfume reminded me of this person. Oh, my bad. Okay, hang on, sorry. Anyway, there's really only one. It only makes me think of a tornado. So hold it. Take that. Tornado. Yes, it did smell very nice, didn't it? Just a moment, friends. You wanted your suspicion on going up because of a scam? Well, of course I won't. Your Honor, there's no need to go along with this ever-changing claims of the defense. I suppose the claims have been awfully inconsistent. But Gale got weapon at the crime scene. Yes, but you get to see those balloons so fast if we call them back to the witness stand. Of course you're playing that card. Of course you're playing that card. How vulgar. I wanted to say the same, but hey, as long as it's helping me, what the hell? His Honor is not interested in such things. Are you sorry about that? Oh, him! Setting the matter of her balloons aside entirely. I do believe it's appropriate to ask Gary some questions, given the circumstances. This has nothing to do with her balloons, of course. Whatever you say. Thank you, Your Honor. Bulgunka! Well then. So now we are on to Gary. Thank you for calling the disciple of the Tornado School of Yakuku back for an encore. It's me, the balloon artist you all know and love, Gary Tornado. 1, 2, blue. She's doing it again. What wonderful balloon artistry. And of course he's enjoying that. Your Honor, please. Now then, what would you like me to make for you this time? Actually, I called you back for more testimonies. But I'm all talked out. This case has left me completely deflated. Well then, you have to pump yourself up then. Fucking hell. I made a pun and then I realized how it could be interpreted. Oh fucking god. I love pawns way too much for my own good. Oh my fucking god, fuck me. In the anus. Fuck me in the anus, I swear. Just fuck me in the anus. Please don't do that, actually. Please don't do that. What? You didn't find that funny? Anyway, what exactly is going on, Simon? It seems the person who murdered Master Tornado was wearing perfume. And you were the only person I could think of who wears a perfume. Wait, you mean I'm a suspect now? Exactly. Kayo, you know you never put Uven, right? Well, yes, I often played with him at Caesar's request. Well, that confirms it. So that means you could have left that fake dying message, right? What? Just because I wear perfume and no oven, you think I'm a martyr? Oh, how cold you! The witness is absolutely right. I don't know about that. With no evidence but the distorted memories of a small child, it is audacious of the defense to accuse this woman. That's right, you don't even have any proof. You might step down from the stand, Kayo. You might not. The defense does not have one scrap of evidence that connects you to the crime. Do I really? I wonder if that's really true. No, I'm actually seeing something that I could connect to her. And I'm talking about this if you want it. Doesn't really make more sense for him to have it. Wait just 1 minute. I might not have proof, but Uwe's testimony is still enough. Please feel free to leave, Kayo. But I'm so close. There must be something I can do. Well, if the prosecutor says it's okay, then I guess I'll be going now. I'm sorry, but that's not okay with me. Hoy, Kayo, you're an entertainer, aren't you? Once you go on stage, it's your duty to complete your performance, is it not? It is, yes. So what are you doing? Leaving halfway through? Okay, it seems like I was right. There's a bandage on Kayo's forehead. And since we know that Master Tornado's killer had a cut on the face somewhere, impossible. How did you know, Simon? I didn't, but I had to take a stance and see for myself. Otherwise, your theory would remain a groundless accusation. Well, you saved the day, huh? You horror, Mr. de St. Martin. The scent of a perfume, an injury on the forehead. These things are completely consistent with Uber's testimony. In short, the mysterious individual oversaw it in the assume Could have been Gaio. Mr. Sykes? Does this mean you are formally indicating this witness for the murder of Typhoon Tornado? That's exactly what it means. So the accusations of you to be false. I hope you are prepared to pay the price in full. I am... Simon, what price is he talking about? I thought that should be obvious. Just because the sad monkeys and he'll see you to eat, you never stand in a court of law again. I must say though, he knows how to make a deal interesting. That must is true. Just which side are you on, Simon? Go on then, into the deep end with you. You really have both one choice anyway. Well, Mr. Stark, I'm waiting. With regards to the witness coordinator, the defense witness too. Well, hang on, I'm just gonna fill up a little more, so give me a quick second here. A quick second as I fill my thing up. Okay, there we go, it has been filled up. Anyway, but I do wish to indict her. There's no reason for me to hold back, not if I really believe in my client. The defense wishes to formally indict Gaio Tornado for the murder of Typhoon Tornado. I have tried to be merciful, but no, not even you please will use the holy moon as ours. You will have plenty of time to get your decision in the pit of hell. I'm not gonna get anything. Expect I won't need to do. The person who murdered the victim was not Mr. Beck. It was Gaio Tornado. That matters is, it's just from a silly slip up I made while cooking yesterday, that's all. What kind of extreme cooking were you doing to cut yourself on the forehead? A good question indeed. Well, what can I say? That's what happened. You also don't have an alibi for the pay before 4 p.m., do you, Gaio? But I really didn't know anything was wrong until sister was found dead. Oh yeah, no. If you don't believe me, then without twist. And bloom! There you have it, an adorable little kitty. You know, that looks more like a dog to me. How could you suspect a good sweetly balloon artist like me? Gaio, I have been meaning to say this for a while now, but could it be that you don't have an eye for balloon art? Don't you think I know that? You didn't have to come out and say it. So you was a man? I'm the daughter of a great Yakuku artist. I never wanted to do stupid balloon art. So that's how it is. I was supposed to be a Yakuku storyteller too, just like my late daddy. But sister told me to do balloon art instead. Is that a motive for what I'm holding here? So you do have a motive for killing him? I guess the victim don't see have no talent as a Yakuku artist either. So you still gonna suspect a poor little thing like me? Well, yes, you used to give me a motive. Please stop trying to score to the issue. It all comes down to the skirt of a perfume and the coat on your forehead. You and the culprit in Owen's testimony said that's true traits. You that set on accusing me, I am you. Well, that's what I have for naughty little girls like you, with a twisty twist. I'm a Kotia Witz. Well, that's certainly a sense. Go ahead, make me testify all you want, men det görs jag vill. It be yeah balloon on my that goes poop. Got it? Oh my! Is this yet another heightened personality? Nah, I think that's her yellow personality you are seeing. Simon, is everybody in the tornado school like this? How should I know? Even Simon is studying her. What I did before the murder. Well, let's hold it then. Yeah, I visited the SNU before during that time to make a courtesy call after my act. She sent over me in there, but they were both snowing up a storm. I saw the new Caesar left, so I left. Didn't wanna disturb him, you know. The bathroom always smelled must have been left over from when I visited. When we see about that, so Kaya saying she went into the dressing room, but then left right away. Don't take her at her word. Come on, do you really think I would? I'm just trying to figure out how to get her to talk about what really happened. No then, Mr. Sykes, you might proceed with your cross-examination. Well, I shall do that then. So let's go ahead and do it. What I did before the murder. Yeah, I visited the dressing room during that time to make a courtesy call after my act. Hold it! A courtesy call after your performance, huh? Come to think of it, we're the men are making the same kind of visit. Yeah, both before and after. Yeah, I visited your master before and after, yeah, you did. That's just common courtesy with also Yakuku artists and entertainers. So that means you paid the victim a courtesy call before your performance too, yeah? What did you see at that time? He was having a drink and getting himself into a festive mood. He liked to say that Tigger gave him a silver tongue. Well, it does make sense. I do know that entertainers tend to do that. He was already drinking by then. Gwent wasn't into the asylum yet at that time. He must have gone into doing my act, cause when I went back... Anyway, so yet another art break is coming up now, so we're gonna go right back and I'll see you in 3 minutes. I can't hold your voice crying for me, it's crying out my name. I was acting tough by saying that I don't team because it's scary to lose my team. I have a feeling that by abandoning my team, I'll be able to make up for something else. Tuesday is the determination to chase after intangible things like business or love. I can hold a voice crying for me, stand up and fight. Don't deceive yourself. Cry for you in order to answer your voice. I know cry out your name. I replaced my lack of self-confidence with kindness. I have a feeling that by giving up, I'll be able to stop hurting others. When we completely accept our pain and hardship and start to understand each other, Tuesday will be born. I can hold a voice crying for me, don't run away. I will hold you everything tightly. Cry for you, wanting to answer your voice. I know cry out your name. Let's never forget the fact that we can be healed by overwhelmed of contact and sadness. I'm hearing your voice crying for me. It's crying out my name. Cry for you in order to answer your voice. I know cry out your name. Hello there, I'm back now. So let's keep going with this girl's examination. Anyway, Sister and Owen were in there, but they were both snowing up a storm. Hold it! Could you describe how they appeared? They were both stretched out on the floor, snoozing away. So seeing the victim up and over the table must have been the culprits doing. Yes, seems that way. After all, who would the stairs out on the floor if they could to take a nap? Very true indeed. Plus, that messes up with what Uwe said in his testimony. But if he was asleep, how could you tell it was Uwe? How did you know it wasn't Uwe too? A good question indeed. I've known the guy for ages. But look at his face and I know which one I'm dealing with. I see. Yeah, it is easy to tell the difference if you look at the face. I saw the nude sister left, so I used left. Didn't want to disturb him, you know. Hold it! Where did you find your master's nude? I don't know. Can't remember. Did you notice anything else unusual or out of place in the room? Well, there was the sake and the half-eaten menu on the table. Yeah, that is true. But I didn't see anything else out of place or whatever in the room, though. Let me... What is it? Oh, is that a fact? Of course it is. What do you think? And you didn't sense anything around while you were in there? I didn't do anything. Look, I'm telling ya. I didn't see anything funny in that system, and I didn't toss anything in the room. Are you sure of that? Your partners, I request that Chaos' last statement be added to her testimony. Hey, isn't that my job to request that? Simon! What's a statement like that going to do for us? Just play along and you'll see soon enough. Well, we'll see what he's playing at. I have no problem with adding that to the testimony. But how about you, Mr. Side? Well, let's just go with it. I have no problem with it either, Your Honor. What is Simon thinking? God knows. Anyway. Wait, I need to... Wait, what? The perfume Uwen's belt must have been left over from when I visited. Hold it! So you admit that they scanned Uwen's belt when he witnessed the crime? Was it from your perfume? Yes, sir. Why not? All it proves is I was in the dressing room anyway. It don't do a thing to prove I killed the Saizu. Well, that is very true indeed. That might be true, but... Fuck is the one who bombed off the Saizu? I didn't see anything funny in that Saizu, and I didn't toss anything in the room. Is that a fact? Well, hold it. So I just want to confirm we didn't see anything at all unusual or out of place anywhere around the victim. I already told ya, nothing. And you didn't do anything at all in the testing you. How many times I gotta say it? No, I didn't do anything. Are you sorry about that? Wait, but then it still says he didn't see. But when he immediately saw when he set the victim's body. Do you stop mean it wasn't there yet at the time? At that time? Oh, hold on, because there was something. And what was it? What is it? The super making equipment was already there in the room. That means the Pokemon must have been there in the testing room before me doing something. Thanks for the non-help. A new statement has been added, but she's still sticking to her guns. She said she didn't see anything unusual in the testing room. But that strikes me as a little strange on its own. Makes me wonder what you're talking about. Yelly? Why? If Master Tornado Yelly is the one who left that, you'd think Gary would have noticed it. And if Master Tornado wasn't the one who left it, then we must ask, who did? Oh, wait. You know what I'm getting at, don't you, Athena? Not so, but I think I do. I think so. I'll appreciate Simon's help, but I'm going to come up with the answer myself this time. Anyway, I might actually have an idea what Simon's talking about. So, I'm gonna start with this. Objection! Okay, I was right at the one. Kayo, you say that you didn't notice anything odd or unusual in your master. You also said you didn't you didn't notice anything in the testing room. Yeah, but the cards makes it all the most strange to me then. That's right. What about it? Then I wonder who left out the time message with the Kayuta cards. What are you going on about? It had to been that Pocky. You keep insisting on that. Sorry, but that's not possible. Because only 3 people know of Uente's personalities. Uente, your master, and you. Where is you? If Pocky had left our Kayuta message, yeah, then it would have been a very bad coincidence. He wouldn't have spelled out Uven. He would have spelled out Uentu. That is very true. What it boils down to is this. As a member of the Tornado School, you, Kayo Tornado, are the only one who could have left that dying message. And as the person who left that message, it's clear that you are Master Tornado's killer. Jag vill jag även quit jag jappen. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm very sorry. But I'm a VTuber, and us VTubers don't know how to stop yapping. So I'm never gonna quit my yapping. You just have to live with it. You are like Vexes clinging to the spiny teeth of salvation. Allow me to cut that holy gift from the heavens and bring you back down to earth. Would you quit putting in when everything started to go my way? Damn! Silence, child. Playtime is over. What did you used to say? As the witness stated, she went into the Diasynium and soon came back out again. But the victim's loot was not the only reason she left with such haste. There was another reason that compelled Caillou to leave at once. Uh-oh. Don't tell me you're talking about this. Because it isn't you. Caillou was gonna have the opening act. Caillou, would you please relate Saint Jason to the court? There was a reason why Caillou had to leave the Diasynium. Well, I think I know why. Well, I didn't wanna solve you this, but I got no choice. Keep your eyes peeled, cause here it comes. Oh. Okay, what's going on with that? Your hand is all swollen yet. What happened, Caillou? If you must know, I'm allergic to buckwheat. What? I see. Allergic reactions to buckwheat can vary. Though they are usually on the severe side. The typhoon making soba noodles in his tasty view. Caillou is lucky to still be alive, considering all the soba floor that was falling in the earth. Good thing I left the pretty quick. I managed to escape with just a mild reaction. But I just assisted as he was being carried away. And look what it did to my hands. Well, it makes sense. There must have been some sort of beauty on his clothes or something. If I didn't have any of that soap of floor, I'd have had a season and it'd been good night, Caillou. I never could have stayed in that SCU for very long. I think a person allergic to buckwheat could have been a human with super flow in the art. And certainly could use super dope as a motivating eater. Well, that much isn't you. This isn't good. You never would come to this, didn't you? That's why you never mentioned her allergy. As if I wanted to do anything so on the hand there. Actually, you won't. I was simply trying to protect the privacy of this witness. I'm sick of all of these accusations. Why don't I just testify and get it all out in the open, yeah? Well then, go on. Carries a book with allergy. If I come into the slightest contact with buckwheat, I get an allergic reaction. And with that much superfluo in the art, Tatium Goda literally killed me. Look at my hand. Used the dozen scissors body cause this much damage. There must have been superfluo on his clothes. So I never could have committed that murder in the DSNU. Well, it does make sense. What you're saying actually makes sense. I still can't believe it. Nobody told me she had a super allergy. Did you know, Simon? Does it look like a nap? You didn't. Protect the privacy of the witness, my food. What a dirty dick. Yeah, very dirty indeed. Withholding information like that. Now what do we do? There's only one thing to do. Put Security Sat Monk to Sat Monk to say with your cross-examination. Yeah, there must have been a very good reason why he was withholding this information. Right. No matter how small, I'll find an opening and break her testimony down. Well, have we go then. With a little cross-examination. Hang on, I'm gonna feel this one a little more then. So a quick second here. And there we go, it has been filled up again. The party started. So I was used to eating delete all the load. The party started. Anyway, Chaos spoke with allergy. If I come into the slightest contact with buckwheat, I get an allergic reaction. Hold it. You're not lying about this super allergy of yours, right? Of course not. I swear on the game of my father up in heaven. I can even get you a doctor's certificate if you want. See? Seems to be telling the dude. Yeah. Well, we can rule that out as a lie. I've had this allergy for as long as I can remember. But I never think in a million years it claimed me of murder. And you'll come out of this smelling like a delicate buckwheat flower to put. Well said, Your Honor. Oh, it's happening again. And with that was superfluo in the art, Tatium Goda literally killed me. Hold it! I give you that there was quite a bit of floor scattered about in that afternoon, but you went in to pay your respects to your master regardless, right? Yeah, but like I said, I came right back on. I mean, the sopa making tools were right there. I better believe I was careful not to beat any of it in. But it does make sense. But you, but you still got to commit this crime if you'd held you bet while doing it. Don't be ridiculous. I would have suffocated you there before I did. Yeah, that's still indeed. Yeah, I got you right. Yes. Get a grip, will ya? Okay, my voice is starting to act up, damn it. But it is getting better and better. Look at my hand. You start in Caesar's body cause this much damage. Hold it. Maybe that's at least time. Like you actually allergic to dogs and not sober. Oh, please don't be ridiculous. You get it? Pick my little Yokomo in high. I'll hook his skis him like there's no tomorrow. I'm telling ya, I have a serious honest account in a super allergy. Defense. Defense. The witness clearly has an authentic allergy to buckwheat. And for the deliberations on that matter would be meaningless, pointless, worthless. You heard the man, love your goal. Yeah, fine. I must have started to think the same thing myself. Doesn't mean I have to like it though. Oh, you please. I probably caught this allergic reaction on my hand cause I tossed the scissor. There must have been a soap opera on his clothes. Hold it! I have a question about that actually. If you're allergic to sopa, does that mean you're allergic to the noodle beauty too? Well, the poking from the noodles can't dissolve into the beauty, so though. Yeah, that is actually true. Doesn't sopa beauty can be used as deadly for me? Don't you love anything? What an amateur! I'm sorry. Do I look like a doctor to you? I mean, you don't need to be a doctor to know this. Look, anything that has sopa in it or anything that has toasted sopa is like poison to me. So I never could have committed that murder in the DSMU. Hold it! So, I just want to cover all of my bases, but could the murder have possibly occurred somewhere other than the DSMU? It's hard to imagine that. That is out of the question. I haven't asked you so you complete this record for all we have discussed until now. Yes, I have the idea. The defense can go on suggesting the premises with the basis. Unfortunately for you, Caesar didn't take a single step from his from his Theasinum around the time of the water? Well, that is unfortunate for everyone. I saw no contradiction at all. Caillou could not have possibly committed this crime in a room where sopa was being made. Finally, the time has come for the last years of the victim to begin. Well, we didn't find anything, so... But there must have been a reason why he was withholding that information until now. What would Mr. White do at a time like this? He wouldn't give up. Of cats, there's only one thing to do. What are you smiling about? Has the beast overwhelmed you? Nope. Nah, I just doesn't wanna give up. It's used the most of times when lovers have to force their biggest smiles. I see. You have not yet put that, and so the only thing left for you is to smile. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Okay, what the fuck? Hang on. That's where you're wrong. I do have a Yeputa. Don't you think it I don't, Athena? Don't try to figure out how Caillou, who is allergic to sopa, could commit the crime. Figure out how Caillou could be in that room and not have an allergic reaction instead. Well, if she have something to cover her mood and face, it is possible. Anyway, let me just, maybe för vara låg på jäkla flott och för utan noodles. But I'm fierce, like my sopa, and you don't let sopa do fierce. Så lall about the fierces. Can the book with seeds of fish, with the two fish, and put the noodles fish. He's blacked out. Yes, then, do notice that it happens to have been written by the victim. Allow me to read it. Yes, then, do notice that. Yes, that's the nude I saw. After eating that, revolting sister was napping. If you must know, I'm allergic to pork with. Mon Dieu, what if that certain piece of evidence doesn't mean what we think it means? If that's the case, I might be able to prove that the Gale could have committed this crime. No matter how hard you source your mind, you cannot overturn the facts. Well, Mr. Sykes, if you have no further objections, I'll hand it on my ruling. I got overturn facts, but what if we got over facts about a piece of evidence wrong? That is true, yes. Got over facts wrong? What are you talking about now? And which piece of evidence do you mean, Mr. Sykes? Please point it out to this court. Alright then. This evidence proves that Keio called the kid her master even with her super Aleki. Well, have we gotten? Take that! I believe Keio used this to avoid taking an allergic reaction. But he was clearly pointing to that, so how was I wrong? Okay. Damn, this game was misleading me. If that wasn't it, then... But if that wasn't it, then... Take that! Okay, no. Okay, but what? They made it very clear that it was. Like, what the hell? Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. Okay, nothing comes to mind if it wasn't any of that, so... I need to think. What could she have used then? Hmm. Hmm. I'm thinking. Honestly, nothing comes to mind. I can't even make a connection here. What is it she could have used? I have no idea at all. I can't make any connections at all. I'm used to stock. I don't know. I am completely stuck. Hmm. Then what could it be then? I'm not sure I understand. I don't see it at all. Hmm. No, I still don't see it. What could it be? Hmm. I have absolutely no idea at all. Whatever, whatever could be used. Yeah, I'm out of ideas actually. Nothing comes to mind. Hmm. Nothing comes to mind at all. I'm just gonna do it one by one because I absolutely have no idea right now. No idea at all what it could be. Hmm. Yeah, I'm out of idea. No idea, no idea, no idea. Hmm. I'm thinking here. I'm trying to figure it out. What am I? What could it be? What is the connection? And I thought I have used all the. Well, I forgot what I haven't used. So give me a bit. Hmm. I have to think here. Hmm. I have absolutely no idea. What could it be? I'm completely out of idea. I have no idea at all. Hmm. Okay, I don't know. I have used everything. No idea at all. What am I missing then? Didn't I? That was literally my first evidence. What the hell is the game? Okay, what the hell? That was literally the one I started with. What the hell? Anyway, it's Master Donator's nude. The nude? Preposterous. What possible connection could there be between the witnessed allergy and that nude? The answer lies in the true meaning of this nude. Its true meaning? This nude does not mean I am destined to not let it stop as we had assumed. But yet it actually means this stuff is destined to not this stuff. Oh. I think I get it. Wait a minute, Athena. That doesn't make any sense. You're right, it doesn't. After all, a spoken As Spocky told us many a time, you don't let sopat off yes. But what's all this yippee yapper got to do with anything? This is it, the homestead. This little Mr. Betts must have led me to the conclusion that Master Tornado was he might actually have been making udon noodles. The victim, Typhoid Tornado, was not making buckwheat noodles. He was making ordinary udon noodles instead. Budunka! That layer of flour in the assume wasn't super flour, but plain old wheat flour for udon. So actually, it was totally possible for Kale to be in that room and kill her master. Okay, that wasn't good for my dude. What? But if that's true, it changes everything. That it is indeed. The order to the first request that the Floridium be tested immediately. So, are you gonna stop us? But soba noodles were found in a pot and Gale did have a reaction on her hand. How do you explain those things? Easily, outside factors. Well, I will buy it udon flour instead of soba. You still cannot prove Keiyu committed the crime. But you're close, you're getting hotter. Don't lose. Don't lose your nerve, no. Keep saucing forward, or you'll feel my plate at your back. Elephant teeth already, I got it. Talk about pieces. Alright, Athena, take a deep breath and go over everything again. Well, have we go then? I'm just gonna say first. Now let's do it. I'm going to visualize the case from start to finish. I have to find conclusive evidence that Keiyu committed this murder. What was Mr. Tornado making in his dressing room? He was actually making udon. but the detonator was making uton. By my logic, Master Detonator must have been making udon noodles in his dressing room, but something at the crime scene indicates otherwise. What was found in the bowl on the table? It was sopa. There was sopa in the bowl. Even though the master wasn't making sopa noodles were found at the same. So that means that the noodles had to have come from somewhere. Wait a minute, man will do some of sopa noodles? That sounds familiar. Where did the sopa in the bowl on the table come from? It might actually come from a cutting service. Oh. If a cutting service brought it, wait a minute. If it was a cutting service, then somebody must have delivered it. And nobody testified about any delivery person, so that means... Well, in that case... Maybe the master sopa stock then. The sopa was from the master sopa stock. The sopa noodles found at the scene were from the master stock of uncooked noodles. But then, why would the culprit go out of her way to cook that sopa and put it into the bowl? Why did the culprit cook the sopa noodles and put them in the bowl? It could be to hide the udon tooth. The culprit wanted to hide the udon tooth. Sopa was found at the scene. So that means the culprit must have taken the udon with her to hide it. But why did the culprit take the udon away and hide it? It must have been because she killed him with the udon tooth. And there we go. The motivator was udon tooth. And there you have it. That's it. The udon tooth was the yellow weapon used to kill a typhoid tornado. And the reason why no weapon was found is because Kyo got rid of the tooth somehow. And there we go. The yellow weapon was the udon tooth the victim made. If we can find this tooth, that will my theory correct. And undeniably pure chaos skill. And if we can't find this tooth, what makes you think that it was Brucey the one? Please recall Owen's eyewitness testimony, Prosecutor Marty. If the injury on Chaos' forehead was caused by the victim's knife, then Chaos blood must have dipped down onto the tooth used as the modern weapon. That was making the tooth pretty conclusive evidence, wouldn't you agree? But where is this conclusive evidence? Let us show you theory on where this modern weapon is. As you wish. Well, if I can find the answer in the evidence I have on hand, we'll lose this year. So how did Gaio get rid of the Udon dove? Think, Athena, what do I have that points to suspicious behavior on Gaio's part? No then, Mr. Sykes, let's show you elsewhere. Where's the hjälm mot the vapen? Hiden. Nice. Nice barking you did that. I assume you had the bite to back it up. Stop distracting me, especially not right now. This piece of evidence can point us to the location of the hidden motor weapon. Well, have we got then, so take that. Okay, I was wrong. I was sorry of that, Evan. I was sorry of that. And we... But if that's not it... I think I get it. Okay, it wasn't that one, but doesn't change a thing. I have two orders in mind. Okay, it wasn't that one, but then there's one other thing. I had several in mind, so it was one. In that case, it's this one. Take that! Hey you! Oh, what is it? I'm just an innocent god. I don't know anything about a motor. Stuff the good egg in your balloon hat. Damn, man. Damn. That was a fucking savage. Good. Gaio got rid of it that officer used to kill Master Donator in a bold and dying way. She did it right in front of a persecuted Black Wheels news by feeding it to her dog. No, no, sorry. Ha 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 ha. Of course. Now it all makes sense. I was puzzled as to why Gaio was certain of her own dog's eating habits. What fit Yakimon more than he could possibly finish? Your Honor, please order an investigation of the yacht right now. And what sort of police ought the yacht be looking for exactly? Yakimon must have put his leftover dumplings somewhere around his dog house. Dumplings that Gaio made out of the udon tofu with her blood in it. Yuck! No! So we are on the right tracks. This is preposterous. I want to thank you, Simon. If you hadn't kept me going, I might be giving up along the way. What are you plotting on about? You still have work to do. No, by your hand. Finish this wet skate of Athena. I will in just a moment. I will do that after this art break. So be right back and I see you in 3 minutes. I can't hold your voice crying for me, it's crying out my name. I was acting tough by saying that I don't team because it's scary to lose my team. I have a feeling that by abandoning my team, I'll be able to make up for something else. Tuesday is the determination to chase after intangible things like business or love. I can hold a voice crying for me, stand up and fight. Don't deceive yourself. Cry for you in order to answer your voice. I know cry out your name. I replaced my lack of self-confidence with kindness. I have a feeling that by giving up, I'll be able to stop hurting others. When we completely accept our pain and hardship and start to understand each other, Tuesday will be born. I can hold a voice crying for me, don't run away. I will hold you everything tightly. Cry for you, wanting to answer your voice. I know cry out your name. Let's never forget the fact that we can't be healed by overwhelmed of contact and sadness. I'm hearing your voice crying for me. It's crying out my name. Cry for you in order to answer your voice. I know cry out your name. I cry for you. Are you hearing my voice? Alrighty, I'm back now. So it is time to put an end to this case. You got it! Do you remember what you said would happen when the duties are finally revealed? When the duties are revealed, it be a balloon of mine that goes boop! Got it! Well, then you better be prepared. Well, No duty thought, and it looks to me like it's your balloon that goes pop. Ah! Let's have it go then. Classic. Pulkunka! Another win for me then. I, 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 I Yaku artist. I was the one who was supposed to inherit him. But then, see so. And it's over. Why are my balloons bursting? Well, Silos, I figured that was. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. I fucking. I, I, I'm a Yaku artist. I was the one who was supposed to inherit that name. But then, Sisu, why am I balloons bursting? Daddy, I am mad at me. I've been a bad girl. I, I, I. Hmm. So that's how you really look like then. Hey, I need to fill up a little more. Give me a quick second. And we go then. Anyway, let's keep going. Oh, are you ready to tell us everything now, Kayo? The whole reason I entered the world of Yaku in the first place was to follow in my father's wonderful footsteps and inherit his day's name. I figured as much. His day's name? You don't mean went to NATO? I wasn't very good at storytelling, but I thought that if I did the stupid balloon thing like Caesar wanted, I'd, in, I'd inherit the name someday. But, but Master Donato gave the name to his junior disciple. Yeah, that's why I took my advance on Caesar during the soul celebrating the name successor. I see. So that was your entire motive? I thought anybody else could understand, but... No, I understand. Inheriting my father's name was everything to me. It was my whole reason for living. Of all the days you could have taken your advance, why did you choose the day of the soul? Because I wanted to pay whoever back for stealing what was rightfully mine. I wanted to pin the blame on him at the show where all the Tornado fans were gathered. I see. But then, we had to try to shift the blame onto Bucky Webb. And now we know the whole story. There's just one more thing I want to know. Did you know Master Tornado was making udon in his dressing room yesterday? No, I didn't. So you didn't, huh? When I saw the soap making tools, I was worried about my allergy, but it was my only chance to get my hands on the two of them. So I went ahead and did it. I see. So it was a premeditated crime, but in the end, you only went off with it on impulse. Then, the electric reaction on your hand is från tossing the sopa in the refrigerator with your bare hands, and you were tampering with the crime scene after your master's death. Yeah, by that time I was a clear-headed elf. The worry about my allergy. I see. Kyle, how could you do all this, you idiot? Kyle, I get you decided to inherit your father's name. But what you really sort of inherited from him wasn't his name, but his heart. Where you do? His heart? Yeah, that is true. Okay, I finished thinking. Do you have do you have anything to add? Basically to Satmati? Any objections? No, Your Honor. Another news for you then, Mistress Athena Sykes. Yes? That's the first time he's used my name. I shall be sure to remember your name. Okay, that's the third time you say that now. Really? It seems he finally recognizes you as a proper adversary. Thanks. That's all I ask, Prosecutor Satmati. It looks like there are no further objections. Balif, please speak in the defendant. Well, there we go then. Let's put an end to it. Oh, good. It seems you have made a full recovery. Now then, this court finds the defendant Bookie Wade not guilty. Another win for us. Yet another win for us. This court is adjourned. My thought in 11:55 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 6. Congratulations, Bucky. I'm so glad you were found innocent. Thanks for Thanks for everything, Miss Sikati. But it still sucks that you were accused of a crime you didn't commit. Did we have to have it out for you or something? I don't think so. Whoever said it was a spoil of the moment idea he got when he saw the super-themed cards. I figured as much. Simon, where have you been? I stopped in at Wendes questioning. Only you, Bucky, could get fame fuck I'm on a beam. Well. No way. I almost got convicted out of convenience. Basically, yes. Well, at least you've been completely cleared of all sources, so buck up, Bucky. Okay, that was a good one. On a more important note, what I really want to know is why did the master tonight let Caillou inherit her father's name? What you mean on a more important note, Miss Cathy? Oh, don't be so wet blanket. Another good one there. Just go with the flow. No, come on. You think the master was behind the employees? The employees had to quit the entertainment business? No, that's not. No, that's not it. He didn't give the name to her because he wanted Caillou to find her own calling in life. To perform whatever she wanted without being bound by her father's name or Yaku. Making Udo was his way of showing his support for her in her new endeavor. So that's why he got you to the theater hall to teach him how to make udon. And that's why you got mad, huh? A boy on the pathway I will never seen, but that's Master Tornado for you. So this entire incident happened because of a misunderstanding. How sad. Indeed. By the way, Caillou wasn't the only person Master Tornado was trying to see on. Even though the person in question still seems unaware of the Master's intentions. Okay, what do you mean? What? You talking about me? Come on, no way! All that old man ever did was criticize my sofa. That's not you, Pocky. There must be a way to make Pocky see just how much Master Tornado cared about him. I would like to believe it is this one, so take that! Take a good look, Pocky. Whose name is on there as the holder of this detailed deed? It's still in my name. Master Tornado was just up to one of his tricks when he said he stole the soap from you. He was trying to force you to grow into a truly capable owner in your father's deed. He purposely used the soap to flow on you so that the soap won't use go belly up. Most likely, yes. I see. I never met. Oh, Master Tornado, I'm so sorry. Well, now she sends to apologize. Keep working hard, Pocky, and pay him back by living up to his expectations. Don't see me, and you do, Miss Sickety. One day, my soup was gonna be so good, the it knocked that old man socks off clean off. After all, I'm the 48 owner of Vettsoppa, Vettnudel number 4. Well, I'd better be getting back to my shop. I gotta get ready for the loon's use. Hold on. Gotta place an order for delivery, Pocky. Yes, Miss Sickety. Gotta deliver a bowl of udon to Garu on behalf of her master. You got it! I'll make sure it's got all the DLC master donated what we packed in it. Very good. I'm counting on you. Thank you. We'll see you. Be sure to drop by the shop sometime. I will, and I'll bring the whole agency with me. Do oss all björn, Pocky. I'll have the best soppa in town waiting for you when you come back home. Peace out. It's nice to see somebody giving it a all, isn't it? It certainly is. I wonder if I leveled up any thanks to this cave. You certainly did. Don't kid yourself. The deal would have been a spectacle and a half had I not been by your side. You don't know that? Valaria was versed in psychology. You do full of weak points. You need to learn to analyze yourself more objectively. Or you could just teach me your famous mind tricks, Simon. No. Yeah, it is basically a trademark of his, so that's out of the question. Wait, this thought someone tongue and my not. Because the more pescilarians there are, the harder my job becomes. So it's in my best interest for you to remain clean forever. Hey, what about what's in my best interest, huh? Besides, man, you the one who had the wool pulled over your eyes by Uentu. Certainly it was. Must you remind me? How could I have known Uentu wanted to do time sober? Hey, speaking of time sober, I just thought of something funny. What is it? Oh, goody. I can't wait. Okay, here it is. In time sober, what did the moon number 9 get contest? Come on, do you know, Simon? How should I know? Because 7, 8, 9. I swear. Well, that's actually a good one. Thank you, I'll be high all week. You do. Stop, I saw the note. Come on, Let's go get supper or something and go home. You did? I'll treat you to 50% off the tab. And don't forget, you still owe me for that menu. Really, Simon? It wasn't hard for you to pay for me every once in a while, you know? Quit squawking and start walking, Athena. Hey, wait for me. And that's another case, Tom. I must still have a ways to go as a lawyer. But just like Mr. White, Apollo, and Simon before me, I'm going to get there someday. After all, I've inherited the passion for overcoats and the law. Yeah, Bucks fair. I can do this. And with this, we are done with yet another case. So episode 4 is done now. And well, I know it's a bit on the early side, but I'm gonna be ending Steam here, so give me a bit and... Okay, the game has been closed. So I'm just gonna take a little look and see when the next stream will be. So give me a quick second here. So let me see what the next stream will be. Okay, the next stream is gonna be tomorrow with some Genshin Impact. And now, if you wanna follow me at social, here you go. And do feel free to join my Discord. And if you aren't subscribed, you can use this Jade message. Otherwise, you can use this one. Now give me a little bit and let's see what we shall go for this time around. Just hang on here. Do I feel like going for this time around? Is the question. Let me think. So who do I want to go for this time around? Yeah, I think that this time I'm actually gonna go for... Hang on. Let's see. So this time we're going for Barrio, and I see you all next time. Good night, Uyatsumi. As the blue sky was melting into the setting sun, I was gazing at the tide clothes with you. What kind of boat should I have used in order to be able to convey my feelings? You gentle heartbeats from my back, you're stronger and stronger. as time ticks by. Long looking up at the sky, I feel that I want to protect you.